part of tonight. We're so honored to be here. Las Vegas. There's a reason why we're all here tonight. And that's for one reason. To unite for change. Because we believe in a future to make America great again. And that can only happen together. So with us here tonight. It's a new day and a new man. Don't let past control that today. No more problems, no solution. Attention, take the righteous way. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Have a rose to love. Cause every king is a crown. Like an apple rain. Down, down, down. Let it be like, oh yeah, it was yesterday. Don't you worry, don't you worry about it. I don't believe it. Just leave it outside. Today's a new day from your broken ground. Today's a new day, a new day, new day. Feeling it's a new day, you know. The horizon's still shining. They be trying to find me, I was stepping on it high. Cause stars from the secrets with my people in the job. Walking on the clouds, like the folks still around. I just wanna fast forward, yesterday was right. Today's gonna be all night, and all the vibes we got. We gon' keep on driving, cause ain't no other option when you roll through. Let it be like, oh, hey, it was yesterday. Don't you worry, don't you worry about it. Just leave it outside. Today's a new day, from your broken ground. Las Vegas, today's a new day, a new day, new day, new day. Yes, sir. That's right, Las Vegas. Today's a new day. Because we are here to make a change, to unite for change, to make this beautiful country that we all know and love, make it great again. We stand by Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, excuse me. Toast together. We're here for them. So right now, Las Vegas, I want you guys to put your phone down, turn your lights on. Let's light this place up tonight. Yeah, there you go. Let me see you all, Vegas. Family, this light right here resembles unity. We're all one people. Help me sing. Said I remember when we used to sing. And you never me on just on. All of a sudden, the hypocrite as we mingle with the good people. Yeah. Good friends we left, good friends we lost. to live an incredible life, man. We travel to so many beautiful places all over the world. If I'm being honest, there's no place like the island. If nobody else thinks there's no place like the island, right? All my Hawaiians, all my islanders out here, put your shoulders up. We are united for change. Every girl I ever met, she wants to go, wants to go. Every girl I ever seen, she wants to know, wants to go. When they do their dance, when they find romance, they always stand on the beach. When they up all night, with a girl on the beach, everyone racing the beach. Beautiful girl, the way you look right now, take you all around. Beautiful girl, tell me where you wanna go. She loves home. Take it to the island. She loves home. Take it to the island. She loves home. Take it to the island. She loves the way. Take it to the island. Take it to the island. Take it to the island. Building castles in the sand, they wash away. And I'm waiting in your heart to kill that, chase away. When they do their dance, when they find romance, they always stand on the beach. When they out all night, with that girl on the dance, everyone racing with me. Beautiful girl, the way you look right now, take you all around the world. Come on, tell me where you wanna go. She loves home. Take it to the island. She loves home. Take it to the island. She loves home. Take it to the island. She loves the way. Take it to the island. Take it to the island. On top of Shaka. Take it to the island. She loves home. Take it to the island. She loves the way. Take it to the island. Let's go to the island. Speaking of all the islands, where's all my island women out here? Yeah. Let's switch up the vibe real quick. You got any lovers of country music out here? Well, I'm gonna bring our sister Stephanie Alicon here to help us out with this next one. One more time, island women! Ladies! Come on! We proudly represent the 808 state of Hawaii and all of the South Pacific. If you got love for the islands, let me see you shockers up one time. Sponsored by Bill Bones, if a girl, if a girl I like to feel it on. You want to really want to rock the boat like a hurricane in the perfect storm. Ask her if she on the way to, said Hollywood. Said she left the door, show me top, black sky to the motion. Sunlight can feel a warm. Heat wave through the winter months. So take it up and let it fire. Birds snow like a bonfire. Ask her when she on the way. She said I'll be here. Say she left the door. Show me give me cover. Black skies to the throne. Show. Got to the wrong shop. In the way you want to, in the way you want to, in the way you want to like every way. Las Vegas, let's go. In the way you want to, in the way you want to, in the way you want to like every way. All right, Kelly, if you know it, sing it nice and loud. Put your hands up. Hands up. In the way you want to, in the way. United for Change. We are Common Kings. We're here for you. Let's take it to the East Coast real quick. I think we got a special guest coming up too. Just for a moment. Las Vegas, I'm gonna need your help singing this one. Las Vegas, we love y'all, man. Let's go! United for Change, make America great. I sing in this spooky room, smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share tonight. That's right. Las Vegas, I don't know if you guys know, but when we got the call from Tulsi to be here tonight to unite with her and join her, yes. Obviously, we're here because we're so honored to be here. She wants better for all of us, as we do. To make America great again, right? And to unite here tonight to change. We're so proud to be from this beautiful country called America. If tomorrow the things are gone, work for my life, and my hands are just my children and mine. Thank my lucky star to leave me here. It's the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I'm free. Forget the men who died to gain that right. And they gladly stand next to you and defend us today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt our love is here. God bless the USA. Sing it with me. From the lakes of Minnesota and the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from the sea to shining sea, Detroit down in Houston, and New York to Atlanta, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's how we stand and say. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand next to you and defend us today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt our love is here. God bless the USA. Proud to be an American, and I won't forget the men who died who gave it lately stand next to you and defend us still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt our love is there. God bless love United States tonight, family. Let us make America great again. We love you, Las Vegas.
An amazing performance from the Common Kings. They wrapped everything up with a tear-jerking rendition of God Bless the USA.
They are good. They're
They're really
talented.
good.
That guy's voice, man. He was belting out Journey like Steve Perry, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
That was good.
What a range he has.
I know.
And he kept shouting out Tulsi Gabbard. We can't wait for her to take the stage. Vivek
Yeah, he's obviously a fan.
Yeah, big fan. He mentioned her, I think, 5 times.
I know.
Also tonight, Danica Patrick is going to be here. Marco Rubio will be here. And I don't want to give away the entire lineup, but it is going to be a star-studded, jam-packed event.
It's going to be great.
And a concert. I mean,
I know.
only President Trump can give us a concert.
That's one of the best renditions of God Bless USA I've ever heard.
All right, let's get back to it.
We got to turn this thing into a Republican takedown. On the Democrat Party's here in Nevada, am I right? Give it up for Common Kings. We appreciate them. Grammy nominated. As you can tell, I'm not Pacific Islander, but I had a lot of Samoan football friends who twisted me into pretzels in high school. So guys, my name's Tyler Boyer. I am the COO of Turning Point Action. You can catch me every once in a while on Charlie's show or on our every week Thursday's Thought Crime if you don't catch it on Charlie's show. But we're day to day in the trenches working to make sure that we turn out the vote in the key target states that we need to win. So all around you, obviously this is the fun part, but how many of you are here today who have already voted? That's what's up, that's what's up. Outside, right outside, our hardworking team is registering people to come to your house to help you vote if you haven't yet. So even though you voted, someone in your house may not have voted. Someone in your neighborhood may not have voted. Sign up outside, drop off your ballot. They're collecting ballots outside here today. Just like this, a ballot just like this. Anyone still got one of these that's still sitting in here? Ask a neighbor, fill it out, get it in today with us. Sign up for our team to come help you vote. Guys, I have some news. I just got off the phone with our data team. We're winning Nevada. Let's go. Let's go. Louder. Louder. Get up. Louder. 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 Absolutely crazy. Let's go. Upstairs. Let's go. Come on. Get loud. I see you. Get loud. Our ballot chasing team here in Nevada in the very important Congressional District 3 is winning. Our city of Las Vegas, we're winning. Michael just walked in. Nevada's winning. We got to carry this thing across the finish line. Where I come from, I'm from Arizona, so I'm not that far away. Grew up, born and raised, 7th generation pioneer heritage from Arizona. So like many of you that have been here for many years, know what it's like to be out in the sun a little bit too long. But here's what I can tell you is happening in Arizona as well. You excited for this? We're winning in Arizona. Get up. We're not just winning Arizona, we're winning with what we call low propensity voters against the Democrats. First time that's been done in a long, long time. Our people who have never voted before are showing up big time to save this country. If you or someone you know, this is your first time voting, or maybe in a long time, shout it out for us, you know? Whose first time is it voting this time? Don't be shy. I see you back there. In the orange. Guys, this is it.
November 1st is the last day you can sail one of these things in by mail. If you have not yet registered to vote here in the state of Nevada, if you have a friend, a loved one, a family member, take them to the polling place, get them registered on site. You can do that up until Election Day. I need a commitment from every single person here right now. Two things. One, on your phone, you'll download the Turning Point Action application, go out, in the top left-hand corner, hit the arrows, and then contact and help chase ballots with us until November 5th. Can you do that for me? Every person here can do that today, right now while you're sitting here. So while you're in the program waiting for President Trump to come on stage, download the Turning Point Action application, tap the arrows in the top left-hand corner, you following me? And make a plan to contact 5 people between now and Election Day. Can you do it? 5? Can you do 5? If you can do 5, put 5 up right now. You can do it? Come on, more people. Don't be lazy. We can win this thing big time. We can't just win. We have to bury the left so they never come back to Nevada again. Second thing, take one person to go register to vote at your polling place. One person. One. You take 10. I'm gonna hold you to that. I see you. I see you right there. The guy in the MAGA hat. One person. If every single person in this room today takes one person to register to vote at their polling place between now and November 5th, on November 5th, it is impossible for the left to catch up. So let's do it, guys. Who's in? Who's in to win? Get the energy going in here. We've got a great program ahead for you. Thank you for everyone being here. God bless you. Thank you for supporting Turning Point Action and Turning Point Path. Let's make America great again. God bless you.
Let's welcome Guy Nora.
Okay, I'm gonna start. There's a method to my madness. We're gonna start by screaming Trump 10 times, okay? Ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3. Trump! 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 Okay. This is perfect, the introduction. My name is Guy Nora, but it's written Guy, but it's pronounced Guy. So I always say, you've got to ask my parents. I was born in 1960 in Beirut, Lebanon. And my speech today, thank you. My speech today is about the American dream, how I've lived it, how Biden and Harris are destroying it, and how Donald Trump is going to bring it back. Born in 1960, 1975, there was a civil war in Lebanon. I was involved in the civil war. I was 15 years old. I fought with the Christian militias against the PLO. I told my parents I was going to Boy Scout camp, but I was going to commando training. So I knew what I was doing. 90 days, 4 months later, my parents got me out of the war zone and brought me to Alameda, California. From the moment I set foot in this beautiful country, I wanted to be an American. I wanted to belong. So, I played football in high school. I was the captain of the track team, and I joined a band called Merging Traffic. We played 70s music. We were okay. We were good. That's what you do when you want to be an American. You do all these things that I just mentioned. I went to college, graduated, and in 1983, when I was 23 years old, I became a U.S. citizen. Legal U.S. citizen. One of the proudest days of my life up to now. So, fast forward, I went to business school, and I became a venture capitalist. And when you're an American, you start your own business. I started my own firm called Alta Partners. We raised $2 billion over 10 years in life sciences and biotechnology, which is biotechnology and medical technology. We invested in 180 companies, 120 went public. Great success. Fine, it's not about me, it's about the American dream. I was able to live the American dream. So, let's talk about Biden-Harris and the American dream. When inflation is a cumulative 21.8% in the state of Nevada, and every family is spending $1,196 per month for groceries, that's not the American dream. Under Donald Trump, inflation was 2%. 2! The American dream is buying a house. Under Donald Trump, interest rates were 1.8%. Right now, they're 6%. You can't buy a house if you're a young family at 6% interest rates. No way. You just can't. It doesn't happen. Donald Trump will bring that back. Last thing, jobs. Jobs. Jobs is what makes the American dream possible. When 15 million people illegally come into this country and take our jobs, we can't live the American dream. That's what Biden-Harris gave us. And that's going to be gone when Donald Trump is president again. We are going to make the American dream possible again. We are going to make America healthy again. We are going to make America great again. Okay, so the gentleman before me talked about this. Let's do a deal between me and you. How many Nevadans here today? All right, I count 12,000. If each one of you takes 10 people, I promise you we will win this state tonight for Donald Trump. Can you promise me this? Promise me this? Okay, 10 times Trump, Trump, we're done. 10 times, ready? 10 times for every vote. 1, 2, 3, Trump, 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 Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Bill Walsh.
Las Vegas is in the house. Let's go, Las Vegas! Let's say it nice and loud. Trump wins! Now do me a favor and turn left, right, and tell someone you look good. Now do it one more time to say, but I look better. Could you guys do me a favor and big round of applause to the entire Turning Point team? Come on, they deserve some love. Bring it up. I will tell you the lineup today is second to none. I was at Mar-a-Lago yesterday. We had President Trump come in to speak for a couple minutes to the group. I'm telling you today, Trump wins in a landslide. And it's because of you. Because one person, how many? Can change everything. Say this nice and loud. Say, we have big things to do. Now not turn left, right, and say you don't know who you're sitting next to. Because one person can change everything. His name is Donald J. Trump. If anybody in their right mind will take a bullet for your business or for your country, you vote for him. I want to tell you that we've got some patriots in the House. There's a great friend in the House named Mr. Don Ahern. He's an American hero. If you guys could do me a favor, I want you to give it up. Mr. Don Ahern's in the House. Don, stand up. Come on, give it up. Mr. Don Ahern's in the House. This guy loves America. And he's one of the biggest supporters of Donald J. Trump. Another gentleman in the House, he's the Attorney General of Utah. He flew all the way. He flew all the way to be here. Sean Reyes in the House. Come on, man, stand up. Hell yeah. But it really comes down to this. There's three things that you have to get in the back of your head. Say it nice and loud. Say family. Say faith. And say fun. I promise you, Kamala can't spell any one of those. I love this idea, no tax on tips. Say no tax on tips. It's a winner. But I also believe, as a business coach and a venture capitalist, we love to sponsor events like this. Say this nice and loud. Small business makes America great. And if you're a small business, you got to get on the phone tomorrow. You got to send your emails out tonight. You got to send out those text messages. Your $10 makes a difference. All we have to do is vote for Trump to win. We have served more than 100,000 small business owners. My friend Vito Glazer's in the House. Give it up for Vito Glazer's. Come on, guys. These people travel the world to give back and make a difference. Pauline Lee's in the House. Where's Pauline? Give her an applause. This lady outworks everybody in this town. She never stops. But I know if you're here today, it's because you care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here. If Donald Trump didn't care, he wouldn't be here. He deserves your love. He's the hardest working man in America. If you had $2 billion in the bank, you probably wouldn't go try to be the president, do all his headaches. But he loves our country. I want to share with you before I leave, I got a new book coming out. Can you put the new book on the screen? Everyone here gets my new book for free. Would that be okay? You're going to love the title. It's called America First. Everyone here, if you would like, will get a free personal pizza from Mr. Don Ahern at the Ahern Hotel. Would that be cool? Give it up, Mr. Ahern. Come on now. If you guys take out your phone, all you got to do quickly, take out your phone. You get my book. You'll get a pizza over at the Alamo Hotel, and you'll get a ticket to our upcoming conference here in town called RISCON. All you got to do is text the word America. Take out your phone. Text the word America right now to 26786. Text the word America to 26786. I love you guys. Let's make it a night. Go Trump. Let's go.
When I hold gold in my hand, it feels right to me. I've looked at a lot of gold companies, and there is one that I would trust, and that's Fisher Capital.
I have a deep fear that globalist bankers may target individual consumers just because they're conservatives. That's why I think we need the safety of gold. There's only one man who can save this country. That's Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is going to be the nominee. He was a terrific president. I'm honored to call him a friend, and we have to get him back in the White House, period.
Put your hands together for Alexander Spillane.
If you came to see Donald Trump tonight, say fight! Fight! If you came to see Charlie Kirk tonight, say fight! Woo! Love this crowd. Wow, this is an amazing crowd. Give yourselves a round of applause, everybody. Like that. My fellow patriots, the American economy is so bad that they had to bring in an Indian woman to do Joe Biden's job for him. Do you believe that? Who here thinks Kamala's a DEI hire? If DEI hires were a good thing, why does everybody get mad when you call them a DEI hire? Now, with America so divided, I'm just glad to be on the right side in the country with the most guns, that loves God and knows which bathroom to use. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Alexander Spillane. I'm the founder and CEO of Fisher Capital. And the last time that we did an event with Donald Trump there, the New York Times was actually there, and they did an article about us. And they said, it was a hit piece, they said in a headline, they came to see Trump, but first they came to hear a pitch about gold and silver. Do you think learning about gold and silver is a bad thing? Okay, good. It's funny because it was the most liked story on their Instagram, and it's kind of insulting to the audience because they were just saying, oh, it's a MAGA grift, and I bet every portion of the proceeds go to Donald Trump. And I have to tell you, I want you to know, they almost got that right, considering that a portion of all our profits for the past 3 years have gone to Turning Point USA. Thank you. It's all for the same cause, right? And by the way, are you guys having a good time, or do you feel grifted? Are you getting your money's worth? It's hard for our clients to feel grifted, considering gold's up 40% in the last year. And I have a great team of people here that are happy to give you a side-by-side comparison in your portfolio of where you are versus where you could be. But you know, the truth is, outside the office, I barely ever talk about gold. And here's why, because if someone asks me what I do, I just tell them I'm a consultant, because if I tell them I own a gold company, they're like, oh, wow, how does that work? What do you just count the gold all day, or what do you do? It's very hard to explain. So we want to thank our spokespersons, Roger Stone and James O'Keefe. Give them a round of applause. Those are a couple of great patriots, everybody. And actually, there's a couple of really good movies out right now that I'm supporting, and I want everybody to see them, obviously. Who in here heard about the new Donald Trump movie, The Man You Don't Know? You guys hear about that? Fisher Capital actually has a credit in the movie. We were at the premiere of Mar-a-Lago a couple days ago. It's phenomenal. Donald Trump is such a good guy. The movie paints him in a light that a lot of people have never seen. And it really touched my heart. He's got a heart of gold, everybody. So make some noise for Trump, please. There's another movie, one of our spokespersons said, James O'Keefe's movie, Line in the Sand. Who's seen that one? Okay, guys, what I learned in that movie is terrible, because they are literally selling our country. They're spending billions of our taxpayer dollars on bringing these illegals in, and strangely enough, meanwhile, there's no money for the hurricane victims, there's no money for the veterans, and there's still a budget to keep bringing them over, right? And since it's all taxpayer funded, you tell me, how does it feel to have your money weaponized against you? Somebody in the front said it sucks. So, do you trust this administration to manage your money? Do you trust the banks with your money? You shouldn't trust the banks, because apparently now they're just an extension of the FBI, considering that they teamed up with the FBI and they now target conservatives that spend money at stores like Dick's Sporting Goods and give money to Donald Trump, maybe even Turning Point USA. I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking at me. So with that being said, You can actually decouple yourself with that risk. It's very simple. That's actually why we're here. It's because we care, and we don't want to see people in a position where they're in the worst case scenario and they're exposed to all this third party and counterparty risk. Does anybody know what Wall Street and these casinos have in common? The house always wins, right? You guys agree with that? So I want you to know, when you do business with Fisher Capital, we all win. Because you help support great events like this, and you can rest well knowing that our profits are not going to go to some woke, liberal, and Wall Street-backed institution, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give Charlie Kirk a special thank you. Make some noise for Charlie Kirk, everybody. God bless you. God bless Donald Trump, and God bless America. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Segal Chana.
Hello, Las Vegas. How are we? So first of all, let's give a very warm Las Vegas welcome to Charlie Kirk and Tyler Boyer and the whole Turning Point crew. You know, for Las Vegas being considered Sin City, they can't stay away from Nevada. And I'll tell you what, they wanted me to come out here and as the RNC committee woman, do a little prayer for all of us. Because at this rally, you're at the right one if you yell out, Christ is King. So a personal favorite of mine is from the book of Psalms, and it is called the Song of the Ascent. And we're going to go a little bit old school. For those of you who don't know, I am Israeli American, and I'm going to do it in Hebrew first. So, I'm going to start. שיר למעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה השם, שמיים וארץ. אל ייתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל. אדוני שמרך, אדוני צלך על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יכך וירח בלילה. אדוני ישמרך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. אדוני ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם. אמן. And now let's do this in English. A little simple prayer. Father God, we gather here today under your care and protection. Thank you for your loving kindness that never fails us. We thank you for those with us, that you would guide us with your thoughts and action to bring you glory. Strengthen us with your peace. This is a presidency that will be handed to us by the hand of God, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump is protected by the hand of God, ladies and gentlemen, and Nevada will be delivered to Donald Trump by the hand of God. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Michael McDonald.
Hawaiians in the house, aloha. And my Samoan brothers and sisters, aloha. That's for my queen, Gillette. It's been a hell of a ride, baby. It's my Hawaiian queen. Give her a round of applause, please. Well, you heard Seagal say it. Here we are. This is what it's about. Bringing it all together. You know, the other side always makes fun of us. They say all these great things about we're not for the working men and women. We're not for the working class. Well, I can tell you one thing. I've been with this man, Donald Trump, since 2015. Through all of you, we brought back the Republican Party for the working men and women to bring Las Vegas and bring Nevada out for Donald Trump. I was walking here tonight, and walking in here was fantastic. So many celebrities, but there are celebrities. We're one of our own homegrown. B. Taylor, where you at, buddy? B. Taylor, rapper. Stand up, baby. B2K in the house as well. Give them a round of applause. Kamala Harris and her fanboy hand, vice president. His little jazz hands. Tries to call us out. The problem is, they've been talking but never doing. What they've done to the black community, what they've done to us working men and women, what they've done to the Hispanic community. They've kept us down. They give us words, no solutions. We want solutions on the kitchen table. We have to raise our kids. We have to take care of our parents. We can't afford gas, we can't afford food, but we can't afford this. You're gonna hear us loud and proud. We're gonna cast our vote for Donald Trump and send them packing after this election. Like I said, I'm one of you. I bus tables. I was a bellman. I parked cars. I was a Las Vegas Metropolitan Police officer. I went to Western High School. I went to UNLV. Coach Odom, this is for you. God bless the rebels. This is what's come down to. They've talked about us. They've called us names. They've tried to assassinate our president. And what happened when they did that? I want all of you to shout, everybody in California, all the people that are being able to see it, I want you on your feet. What did our president do? He stood up and he said, fight! Yes! Kamala, I hope you're hearing this, Mr. Jazz Hands. Because your voice is your vote. You have to make your voices heard. You need to vote no matter what. Your neighbors, your family, even if they've never been there, get them out. Show them how. Because if not, all this doesn't matter. Because I can tell you, come election night, you think it's loud here today? Wait till we have the opportunity to call Donald Trump Mr. President one more time. God bless you. Vote.
yell big tree.
Are you guys ready to take back our country? All right. I just spent the last 18 months with an amazing guy. Have you guys heard of a guy named Robert Kennedy Jr.? Yeah. I was his director of communications for the last 18 months. We started out as Democrats. I still have that Democrat card that I grew up with. It'll be the last year I ever held it. But as he was running as a Democrat, the entire party cheated. We're talking about a Kennedy. Yet they had no primary. We all knew that our president was incapable of putting a thought together. So why didn't they want a better candidate? Because that Kennedy was saying, I'm going to clean up corruption in this country. I'm going to clean up our regulatory agencies. And the Democrats could not have that. Did you know they actually made a rule while we were running that because he had set foot in New Hampshire, that when the election took place, all votes in the primary that happened in New Hampshire would go to Joe Biden. I'm not making that up. These people...
Okay, we're interrupting this live coverage real quick as we are hearing that President Trump's actually going to Havana Express, a Cuban kitchen and bakery in Las Vegas right now. So we're going to go live to President Trump there. Let's listen in right now live. We'll get you back to that program in just a second, but he's on his way, of course, to the TPUSA event. But let's listen in live in Las Vegas. quite the moment there at this Cuban restaurant in Las Vegas. Just imagine sitting there eating a Cuban sandwich, and then before you know it, the leader of the free world walks in, and you see a lot of people there chanting Trump, chanting "We love you, Trump," and USA. Quite an awesome stop right there for President Trump on his way to the event that you're going to see here tonight at 10 o'clock where he speaks Eastern time. That picture right there live with the pre-program speakers that already started with that program there. You heard some live bands earlier, but President Trump making a quick stop at a Cuban restaurant in Las Vegas on the way to this event here, and you can see the obvious support for President Trump there. I even think I saw a sombrero on a cutout of President Trump in that restaurant. So pretty awesome live coverage right there. That whole thing was live right there on Right Side Broadcasting Network. I'm Matthew Alvarez as we take a look at that huge crowd in Vegas tonight. Again, 7 o'clock Pacific time, President Trump will speak, and then, of course, that's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. And I know it's late for you on the East Coast, but at the end of the day, we know that there are 12 days until the election. So a lot of people watching President Trump's speech as the left amps up their rhetoric, Harrison Walls. President Trump's still speaking common sense and truth, which is always great to see. All right, a couple of sponsors we have to thank here before we head back to Las Vegas. They're live. Without these sponsors, our broadcast, we would not be able to have them. So we're very thankful for the Birch Gold Group. All you do is text Trump to 989898 for more information on Birch Gold. You get a free info kit. This is a great product because at the end of the day, the U.S. dollar, when it fluctuates, having a backup plan with gold, silver, precious metals. So get that free Trump kit by going through texting Trump to 989898 for a free info kit with Birch Gold Group. American financing as well. You can save upwards of $854 per month with a refinancing plan through American Financing. So this group has got you covered as well. You see that phone number there on your screen. Go ahead and write it down if you like, or dial it in your phone and give them a call if you're in the market for American Financing, refinancing. $854 on average to save per month. One more sponsor here for you, and then we'll go back out to Las Vegas. FreeTrumpBook.com, FreeTrumpBook.com. Mike Huckabee, of course, has his show, Huckabee. Well, he and his staff wrote these great books. The Kid's Guide to President Trump, The Kid's Guide to American Financing, and a number of other awesome topics for the youth of our country. But at the end of the day, I think it's for everyone, really, because it's always good to get a refresher on what's really going on out there when the left-wing media and some schools out there are teaching such a woke doctrine. We don't want any of that. We want truth, common sense, and our Constitution and the Bible here in this country. And if you don't believe in the Bible, that's okay. At the end of the day, what we're doing here is we know that President Trump is running to be president of all of America. That's for a different conversation for our faith. But we do know that we'll be going back there to Las Vegas with our two correspondents, Titus Ellis Smith and Christina Loren, are live in Las Vegas. We'll be heading out there soon. And we know that, of course, we have a Prayers for Our Nation show that airs on Right Side Broadcasting Network every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. The last one that's airing is this coming Tuesday. It's awesome to hear from faith leaders around the country speak about their faith and pray, as we know this country founded on Judeo-Christian principles. And I do want to be really transparent with you guys. Mixing when it comes to politics and your faith and your personal beliefs, it's very difficult to navigate those waters. I know what I believe. I believe in Jesus, and I know many of you do too. But at the end of the day, we know President Trump running to be president of all of America. We have to win this election. We're all in this thing together, running for conservative values, for freedom to even have faith and freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and the right to keep and bear arms, and so many things out there. But at the end of the day, we're all in this together. So again, 12 days until the election. Man, it's a lot of coverage coming up here on Right Side Broadcasting Network as we await the next speaker to take the stage there at this Turning Point Action great event. If you saw Duluth last night, Dr. Ben Carson, Peter Navarro, MTG, so many people on stage, Benny Johnson, Riley Gaines. Tonight, you're going to see quite a few speakers as well. And can't forget about Tucker Carlson last night as well. So we'll be seeing a lot of speakers here before President Trump gets to that arena. We do know, of course, if you're just joining us, he was at that Las Vegas restaurant, made that quick stop there. Obviously, a huge a welcoming support crowd there for President Trump in that restaurant, and then on his way now to this event in Las Vegas. Now, the next few days, anywhere from Michigan, Pennsylvania, Texas, New York, a lot of rallies coming up, including in New York City, Madison Square Garden, a huge event. 5 o'clock is when President Trump's slated to speak in New York, but I'll be honest, I think he'll speak at maybe 7. Who knows? Because it's going to be jam-packed with a lot of great people in that arena, and then we'll see how that pre-program goes, who will speak there, will anybody perform? I mean, it is MSG, the most famous arena on earth, over the O2 Arena out there in London. All right, so we have a number of our sponsors taken care of there. We'll be talking more about our great sponsors here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. And I just want to point out one thing. The golden age that could happen under President Trump for the next 4 years is literally on the doorstep. I mean, that's literally what could happen for our country, the golden age. And I looked up what golden age really meant, and it says here, the most flourishing period in the history of a nation. And Team Trump actually posted that on Truth Social the other day of the golden age under President Trump. And, you know, looking a little further, the most flourishing period in the history of a nation. We'll take it. We'll take that to the bank. All right, so if you'd like to follow us on Truth Social, it's at RSBN, or on X, it's at RSB Network. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to our newsletter, it's rsbnetwork.com/newsletter for special offers, exclusive information when it comes to inside information when it comes to certain stories that we're working on, and also the events that are coming up. There are so many events, and we'll have them here live on Right Side Broadcasting Network. So if you enjoyed that band earlier called Common Kings, I don't know about you, but I love to hear cover bands and sing all the great hits, and they were singing a lot of them. It was a good time here on Right Side. Pretty surprising, because usually we're covering pre-program speakers and President Trump, which is exciting enough, but then to have a concert aspect, it's kind of what we had here a little bit earlier tonight. So it's 9 o'clock here on the East Coast there, and then, of course, 6 o'clock out there on the West Coast as we get ready for President Trump. Director, do we have another vantage point a little closer to the stage there? Any speakers taking the stage in Las Vegas at this point? As we know that Titus Ellis Smith and Christina Loren are live in Las Vegas right now. They're in Nevada. Okay, I'm hearing that we're waiting for the next speaker to begin, so that means there's no prompter, and I gotta keep rolling, and that's all right, and I like to do it because it's my heart and my mind with you, the American people, and that's what President Trump does all the time. Doesn't even really use that prompter. At the end of the day, we know it's a fork in the road coming up in 12 days. We know that in London, England, by the way, I know that's London, England, across the pond, but on October 26th, there's this kind of freedom movement happening. There's an event there. I believe it's on Saturday. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that as well on X with some people there in England as they're fighting for their freedom under people that are more left-wing. And then you look at Venezuela, you look at Brazil, you look at different countries around the world. We don't want anything to do with censorship. We don't want an open border. We don't want to be poor. We want to have as much money as we can. That's part of, you're allowed to do that in a capitalist society, in a free society, individual responsibility. So we want freedom of our religion and freedom of speech and the right to assemble and the right to keep and bear arms. So that's obviously what our nation's founded on. And we're looking forward to that golden age under a 47th commander-in-chief under Donald J. Trump. The amount of rhetoric that the left is cranking up to high gear is something that I haven't seen. And, you know, I'm 43 years old. There are people that are older, more experienced, whatever. But the point is, I'm still able to watch YouTube videos from the past and all of these presidential debates and all that. All of this is so unprecedented what we're seeing right now. And it's the rhetoric of what the left is now trying to call President Trump and the MAGA movement and the people of the free world is an absolute joke, in my opinion. I know you knew that to be true. One of the reporters there was actually asking President Trump about some of these left-wing talking points. It's just a woke left-wing media. We know it's called fake news, but thank God for conservative media. All right, so Matthew Alvarez, let's go back there to Las Vegas. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Las Vegas. Aloha. If I didn't know any better, I'd say there's some folks in here who want to win. Are you ready to put Donald J. Trump back in the White House? Are you ready to retire Jackie Rosen as your U.S. Senator? All right, Las Vegas, here's the deal. I come before you tonight as a humble warrior. A humble warrior who has to thank God for the breath in these lungs and the life I still have. I also want to come before you tonight as a husband of Amy Brown. She's right down here. How many wives, moms, grandmas do we have out here today that are ready to fight for their country? All right, look, we're 12 days out from a historic win when President Trump is going to win Nevada, we'll win the Senate race, we'll retire Jackie Rosen, and we'll make America great again. Now, I know no one out here has seen any of the ads in the Senate race the last couple of months, right? Maybe some of you have. Well, let me tell you about the other side of Senator Jackie Rosen. The side of Jackie Rosen, whose wealth has gone up 61%, while most of us are still trying to figure out how to pay for our rent, put food on the table. Let me tell you about Senator Rosen, whose neighborhood is more secure than our southern border, with fences, gates, and security guards. The good news is that a Senator Rosen, who's violated the Stock Act, who tells us she wants to ban members of Congress being able to buy and sell individual stocks, and has seen her net worth increase and holds hundreds of thousands of dollars of big pharma stock, she will be retired in 12 more days. You know, just 4 years ago, I was a volunteer for Donald J. Trump and worked rallies just like this. Thank you to the volunteers out there. Thank you to the people who've knocked on doors. Thank you to the people who've made phone calls. Thank you to the people who've harvested ballots. Thank you for the people who've been working at the polls. You will win. We need President Donald J. Trump back in the White House so bad. We have got to secure our southern border. We have got to confront the cartel. We have got to stop murderers and terrorists from coming into our country. And President Trump will secure the border and put America first again. And I humbly stand before you as your nominee for Republican to defeat Jackie Rosen in these next 12 days. And we couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much, Las Vegas. Thank you for backing up President Trump. Thank you for backing me up. This win will not be my win, it'll be your win. Let me leave you with this. A lesson I learned 16 years ago on the battlefield of Afghanistan. As I was burning to death and literally came to a place where I gave up the will to live, God sent me a miracle in the form of one of my soldiers who screamed out these important words: "Sir, I've got you." Those words gave me a spark of hope. But it wasn't the words that saved my life. It was the action of him and others who came to my rescue and smothered those flames and gave me the hope to be able to continue to fight today. And so I leave you with this, Nevada. I've got you. Nevada, I've got you. President Donald J. Trump has got you. So let's win, let's vote, get everyone out to vote. God bless you, God bless the United States of America, and God bless those who put America first.
Nearly assassinated in Pennsylvania last month. Bobby called me to express his best wishes. In honor of Bobby, I will establish a new commission on assassination, and they will be tasked with releasing all of the documents pertaining to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage CEO of President Hoya Foods, Bob Unabwe.
I have some friends here. We are blessed. Somos bendecidos. Buenas noches, familia. Family. Hola, aloha. We are blessed. Those words got me into trouble a couple of years ago when I said that about President Trump. We are blessed by our President, Donald J. Trump. We are blessed by Charlie Kirk and Turning Point. Thank you for tonight. There's no doubt that the hand of God is on President Trump. The hand of God is on us and this great nation, one great nation under God. So it sounds like I'm at the right rally. Jesus is Lord. A couple weeks ago, or a short time ago, two students yelled out, "Jesus is Lord." And what happened? Kamala Harris said, "You're at the wrong rally." Well, I believe she's in the wrong country. This is one country, one nation under God. Start learning that if you're going to want to be president, which you will not be. We don't want her country. That's Russia. That's North Korea. That's Venezuela. That's Cuba. That's people who do not, where communism prevails and they do not believe in God. We can't become her country. This is an existential election. If we become this country, we are done. But we will not be done. We have hope. So, if you believe in God,
you're at the right rally. You're in the right country. If you believe in God, if you believe that God has called us each by name, if you believe you are valued, you're in the right rally. If you believe that God has given us a purpose, a reason to get up every day, God, family, and work, you're at the right rally. If you believe in getting up every day to work hard, create, and to give glory to God, you're in the right rally. If you believe in freedom and prosperity, if you believe in family, you're at the right rally. If you believe in loving God and neighbor as self, you're at the right rally. If you believe in a strong country and border protecting the most vulnerable. By the way, we went from 85,000 children not lost, sold, to 325,000 children sold. Jesus said, "Let the children come to me, for the kingdom of God is for such as these." Is such our children who are our present and our future. If you believe in safety and security, you're at the right rally. And if you believe we are blessed by God, if you believe that God's hands are on Donald Trump, and if you believe that Donald J. Trump will make America godly and great again, you're at the right rally and you're in the right country. Because with God comes hope, love, value, freedom, prosperity, and one great nation under God. President Trump, you are our hope. We believe God's hands are on you and that you will bring America closer to God. Amen.
Let's hear it for Danica Patrick.
Hello, Las Vegas. It truly is an honor to be here and in this movement with you. I'm with you guys. I thought to myself, what could I say to you guys today that would help Donald Trump get elected as president? That's the goal. And what could I talk to you guys about? And I thought back to a lesson that I learned in go-karting when I was young. So you go out on the track and you get timed, you time your competition, and you'd come in and I'd come in and my dad would say I was 2/10 quicker. And that just wasn't enough. We'd go out and we'd push harder, 4/10 quicker. Go out, push, not enough. And I remember when I was young how hard that felt, because I thought to myself, we're already so fast. But the lesson wasn't about being the fastest or just winning. It was about how do I get the most out of myself to see my potential? So right now, we're looking pretty good, right? I feel like the polls look pretty good. There's a lot of good momentum. We need to be too big to rig, right? So how about we take a page out of this lesson that I learned from go-karting about how we can get the most out of ourselves? Has everyone in this room literally done everything that they possibly can? Have you helped people get down to the voting booths? Have you talked to people? Have you had uncomfortable conversations? Have you done everything you possibly can? Because let's not just win this election. Let's win it by more than anyone ever has. Let's win it by more than anyone ever will. And you know what? I just learned an interesting statistic. In 1984, when Reagan won the presidency, his opponent skipped the Al Smith dinner. And Reagan went on to win 49 of 50 states. Just saying. I believe that Donald Trump can not only make this country better than it's not only make America great again. We've heard that. I think he can make it better than it's ever been. Yeah, I do. And here's why. Tulsi, Bobby, Vivek, Elon, Charlie, JD, Tucker. Like, we have an army of brilliant human beings that can truly make this country better than it's ever been before. Let's start out with thanking Donald Trump for introducing us to fake news, which leads to, right? That was an education. Which then leads to, let's get that First Amendment back and down with the censorship, right? Speaking of censorship, thanks Elon for buying X. Who's excited about him getting in for government efficiencies? Energy independence, the last time we were energy independent was with Trump. Only time we ever have been. Get that back. We've got AI race. We've got so many things that need it. How about Bobby and his efforts to get the soil back to where it should be? To get food, to get the chemicals out of our food. To come down on all of those big corporations that intervene with medicine to make us sick. Yeah. Secure our border. Deport illegal immigrants, cost this country $150 billion a year. And how about let's just put an end to war? The last time, there was no wars under Donald Trump. I think this is the most important election of our lifetime. I really do. And I want to be able to say I love this country and not have that be divisive. And the last time I said that was December of 2023. I went to a Turning Point event in Phoenix called AmFest. And I said that afterwards. I said, I love this country. Posted a few pictures. And I couldn't believe the backlash that I got. And that's what started this whole movement, was from that point on. So, let's make it a country where we can say that and everybody cheers. Let's elect a president that's going to stand in the line of fire for us, literally. That doesn't have to do that job. He wants to do that job. And I'll leave you with this. This is a lesson that I learned at AmFest in December. Tucker spoke on stage, and he spoke a lot about speaking your truth. And I always thought I was a pretty good truth teller, but I still have room to grow, and this has been the area that I've grown the most. And so if it weren't for that speech, and if it weren't for me speaking my truth, because your truth, he says, is your superpower, then I wouldn't be on stage today talking to you guys. Vote for Donald Trump.
Give it up for Kash Patel.
I'm going to stand up front because I'm short. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission together, and I'm asking you to join our mission tonight and fight for Donald J. Trump. And that mission is going to see him enter the White House on January 20th because we are going to deliver the truth to the American people and the American voters that have been deprived of the truth for so many years. And our biggest enemy against that truth is the deep state. And we are on a mission to annihilate the deep state. And when the mainstream media and the Washington bureaucrats tell you there is no deep state, you tell them the following. You tell them that who were the ones in 2016 that used illegal campaign finance dollars from the Hillary Clinton campaign to go overseas and hire a foreign asset to create a fake dossier, only to have that dossier served up to the FBI so that they could lie to a federal court to be illegally surveilling Donald J. Trump. That's the deep state. And when they tell you that was a one-off, our intelligence communities aren't weaponized, you remind them that Christopher Wray, the FBI director, illegally surveilled 275,000 Americans in 1 year alone. That is a weaponization of justice and intelligence against you guys. And when you tell them, oh, they'll tell you that was another one-off. Well, then you go ahead and you talk to them about impeachment 1 and impeachment 2. And you tell them that they used an intelligence asset in the intel community to fabricate evidence against Donald J. Trump about Ukraine so that he could be impeached unlawfully. They weaponized intelligence yet again. That's the deep state and the corporate media back there that has been lying to you and robbing us of the truth. And they'll tell you that won't happen again. So what you do is you continue to impeachment 2. And you talk to them about the January 6th insurrection disinformation campaign. I was chief of staff of the Department of Defense and in the Oval Office days before January 6th when our brave president, Donald J. Trump, authorized 10+ thousand National Guardsmen and women, only to have Nancy Pelosi and Mayor Bowser reject that authorization. And when you tell that, when they tell you, oh, that didn't really happen, you press play on the video that Nancy Pelosi made in the bowels of the Capitol on January 6th when she was too busy making a movie where she admitted she was responsible for the security failures at the Capitol. That is the hardcore truth, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to deliver it to everyday Americans. You guys are the conveyor belts of the truth. You are going to put this mission first and watch Donald J. Trump take back this White House. And they'll tell you, oh, forget January 6th, forget impeachment 1, impeachment 2. They'll say, forget Russiagate. They'll say, none of that ever happened. That's just a distortion of reality. Well, then you tell them that the election rig from the last cycle, from the Washington deep state, the biggest con job in modern election history when they had 51 intelligence officials, including a Secretary of Defense, 2 CIA directors, an NSA director, and a slew of other people, write a letter they knew was a total fabrication a week before the last election to rob you of the truth and tell you Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation. You know and I know it was a reality, and it's not a Republican or Democratic thing. It's a uniparty swamp monster thing. People like Bill Barr and Gina Haspel pushed that letter out even though they knew it was a total lie because they wanted to kneecap our duly elected president. So you have to go out there and deliver this message to our community, and the truth will see Donald Trump ushered into the White House. But we got 12 days to take this mission to the moon and back. And then they'll tell you, oh, that's never going to happen again. We got to vote for Kamala Harris. And let me bring this thing home, where it really hurts me the most as a member of the civilian service of our Department of Defense. We saw the disastrous Afghan withdrawal where 13 brave warriors were blown up by a suicide bomber that Harris led out of Bagram Detention Center, only to have Joe Biden check the watch on the flight line of the dignified transfer. Kamala Harris has had 1,300 days to call the 13 families. The only guy I know that spent hours with every one of those families is Donald J. Trump. And let me really bring this thing up to date. We tragically heard yet again about the gruesome murder of Vanessa Guillen, who is serving in our uniformed services and who was murdered 4 years ago. And what did the fake news and the corporate deep state do again? They redug up that murder and they used it to label a political hit job against President Trump. And they said President Trump would never pay for her funeral services. Well, I was in the Oval Office again. And what did he do? He said the Department of Defense is going to give her full honors, full military regalia, and make sure her family receives the financial assistance that she needs. And then Donald J. Trump showed us the man that he really is. And he said if the DOD won't pony up, then DJT was going to foot that entire bill. That's the kind of commander-in-chief I want. That's the kind of commander-in-chief I need. And if you all out there are ready to join our mission first mentality, and if you all are out there ready to get behind the greatest commander-in-chief of our lifetime, then sign up to end the woke industry in Washington, D.C. and remove DEI from our military and end the two-tier system of justice. We are no longer going to bend the knee to the corporate media and the deep state. Las Vegas, my home, Nevada, we are going to win this state for the first time for Donald J. Trump this year. And we are going to continue to do the one thing that they will never do, which is tell the truth. And we are going to put foot to ass for our country because DJT has done that for the last 10 years, and it's the least we can do for him. Nevada, let's bring this thing home and inaugurate Donald J. Trump on January 20th as our 47th Commander-in-Chief.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Jack Posobiec.
Ladies and gentlemen, I come here before you to make an announcement and deliver a message. The American people have woken up. The American people are now wide awake, and I know you, the people of Nevada, are wide awake. We are shining the bright light of truth on the shadow that is over the American Republic. Because we have sat back for far too long as our towns, as our cities have been turned into dumps. They've flooded us with infinite migrants, with illegal drugs, with violent crime, and we are here to say no more. We left our beloved towns, we left our communities, we packed our bags, and we said it'll get better. This'll all blow over, but it didn't. It got worse and worse and worse. And ladies and gentlemen, it was all done by design. By a godless, globalist elite that is hell-bent on breaking our spirit and turning us not into free citizens, but into mindless consumers. Well, I have a message for the globalists. You want to break our spirit? You will never break the American spirit. You will never break the human spirit. And you will never break our spirit because unlike you, we are not animated by selfishness, but by love of our homes, of our lands, of our forefathers, of our families, and the worship of the Almighty Lord, and He alone. Nothing you have done has been able to change this, and nothing you have done has been able to stop us. So in this election, we have a choice between one candidate who is controlled by that shadow over our republic, or the one man who is backed by the American people. Ladies and gentlemen, America is back. The American people are back, and we are so back. Now we must put this man back into the White House to finish the mission that he began back in 2016. We are going back to an America where a family can take their kids out to the drive-in under the stars and not worry about violent crime and not worry about how much the popcorn is going to cost or worry about the oils that were used to make it or that the movie would teach them to hate their country or hate their people. No more. We are going back to the America that we came from. to my two little boys who I know are watching right now, Jack, and AJ, once Daddy is done talking, it's time for bed, because it's a school night. But so for ladies and gentlemen, for my family and yours, for our freedom and yours, in just 10 days, we will help this man make America great again. Because we need leaders who were put to the test. And on July 13th, 2024, in a field in Butler, Pennsylvania, this man faced the ultimate test. He faced the test of whether or not he was willing to go all the way. And ladies and gentlemen, as I will tell you, Donald J. Trump is willing to pay for this country with his own life itself. That is the test that he has passed. Because we know that in giving that, he was told by his creator that he would be saved. And never let them tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that you did not see a miracle that day before your very eyes, that you did not see the hand of God reach down and save the life of this man. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world and spiritual wickedness in high places. Therefore, put on the full armor of God. And when the day of evil comes, you will be able to stand, and you will stand. And when they ask you what you did when America was on the line, you will be able to tell your children and your children's children that you fought like patriots, and you fought like Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless America, God save the Republic, and God bless Donald J. Trump.
Let's welcome Jorge Masvidal.
How's everyone doing? Let's go, let's go. First and foremost, I want to say Jesus Christ is King, you know? Just making sure I'm at the right rally. I know there's another rally, some occult stuff, some weird stuff, so I'm making sure I'm at the right one. How's everyone doing, huh? We good? Let's go. Let's get it right in here, because Mr. President is in the building, the POTUS is in the building. Let's get right. Come on. Make some noise for our boy. The eagle has landed. Check me out. My name is Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, and some of you might know me. No, I'm not a promoter at a club. For fighting in the UFC, having the fastest knockout in the world, and then the UFC created a belt called the BMF belt, and I was the first one to win it. But let me tell you, I'm humbled at this rally, at this event, because there's a real BMF here. There's a BMF much bigger than me. This is almost like the Loch Ness Monster, this mythical monster. This dude eats bullets and gets up to fight socialism. This dude that I'm talking about destroys wars all over the world. There's no wars when this guy's taking power. This mythological creature that I'm talking about is a real fighter, because shit, I fight for me, my kids, my mom, my dad, a couple of my friends, my lavish lifestyle. But this motherfucker, he fights for all of us. He fights for all of you. You feel me? That's a real fighter. And listen, man, I know all of you know, this guy's graced by God, man, blessed by God. Dodging bullets, dodging jail sentences, and then he gets up in everybody's face and says, what? Fight, fight, fight. So what are we gonna do? So what are we gonna do? Now after me, we got some real computer-like mother effers coming up. We got Charlie Kirk and Vivek. So they're gonna give you all those details and all that good stuff and data. I'm just here to talk to you like you're a bunch of fighters and I'm your coach, man. We gotta, hey, listen to me. Because we're winning right now, doesn't mean we can take a round off. Because we're ahead in the race, doesn't mean we can take this last mile off. Because we're chilling, we can bring the pace down. We gotta go harder than ever now these last 2 weeks. We gotta, and what I mean, and we're gonna fight. And this type of fight, we don't need no guns, we don't need knives, none of that. All we need is our brain, our voices, and maybe these cell phones so we can spread the word. All right? You gotta show up to the ballot box. 5 to 10 of your friends that are on the fence, you gotta get them to come up, show up somehow, some way. You gotta do it. After that TikTok, just get your friends on it, you know? Talk to everybody you know, send them a stat sheet, you know? We're up against some people that maybe don't play the fairest, man. I mean, I'll tell you what. The Democrats suck all across the policies. I think we could all agree here, right? There's not a fucking city that I want to live in that's Democratic, man. It's just craziness, man. And no offense, because I love New York, I love California, but what they're doing is criminal. And then if there's not enough crime in there, they'll import the crime, right? So we could agree on one thing. Democratic policies suck. They're hypocrites, they're liars, they're gaslighting all the time. But I'll tell you one thing they're really good at, probably the best in the world. They're really good at voting, right? They're so good at voting that you don't even need to be a citizen. In some cases, wait, hold up. In some cases, even be alive, right? You feel me? So what do we need to do? No, but it's not just enough to vote. Let's go get the 5, 10 of the people that are on the fence, because all of us here, we know what we're doing. We got to go out there and fight, man. Let our voice be heard. Tell everybody. I don't really like talking like this, but here I am, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to spread the word, right? And we're fighting pure evil because we saw it. Somebody said Jesus Christ is king. What did Kamala do? You're at the wrong assembly, right? So all my Christian people, all my religious people, we need to come strong, man. We can't be blaming fingers. A lot of religious leaders saying, I'm staying out of this race. I'm not voting for anybody because, you know, so-and-so this and so-and-so that. Listen, there's only one person that was perfect, and we all know who that is, and that's Jesus Christ. And Jesus is not on the ballot. But you know what? Donald Trump, a firm believer, a fighter for Jesus Christ, is on the ballot. And not just for the Christians, but for the Muslims, the Buddhists, anybody that wants to be able to pray in peace. Let's go. Trump is the only way. So what are we going to do November 5th? What we doing? What we doing? Huh? What we doing? Fighting. Let's go. Fight. 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 Let's go. God bless all of you.
Please welcome Vivek Ramaswamy.
Who's ready to win an election? Let's bring this thing home in 12 days, guys. We don't have a lot of time. And we're about to do this. This isn't going to be small. This is an opportunity for a historic landslide that actually unites this country. I'm listening to the old man, Joe Biden, the other day. What's he saying? Lock him up. I think he wanted the Democrats to think he was talking about Donald Trump, but he was really talking about Barack Obama for getting him off the top of the stage. These people, I hope they learned their lesson, you know? You do it this badly. On November 6th, I hope they wake up and realize that identity politics never works in America. When you select somebody for their race and gender, it always ends up being a disaster. And I'm actually talking about Tim Walz this time, which is, it goes both ways. We're in the middle of a national identity crisis. I've said that since day one. We need a commander-in-chief who's going to lead us back to who we are. Faith in God, patriotism, hard work, family. These things have disappeared only to be replaced by these new religions of wokeism or transgenderism or climatism or COVIDism. Depression, anxiety, fentanyl, suicide, you name it. We are hungry for what it means to be an American. What does it mean to be a citizen of this nation in the year 2024? It means we believe in the ideals of 1776. It means we believe in marriage. That the best person gets the job regardless of
of their skin color, that you get ahead of the United States, not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions. That's why we're done with the DEI regimes, the quota regimes. That's what Donald Trump's bringing to the White House. It means we believe in the rule of law. And I say this like many of you in the audience. I say this as the kid of legal immigrants to this country. That means your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. And that is why if we've had the largest influx of illegal aliens into this country in American history, we will have the largest mass deportation in American history. That is not racist. That is not xenophobic. That is what it means to stand for the rule of law in the United States of America. It means the people we elect to run the government ought to be the ones who actually run the government, not the shadow government of the deep state and three-letter agencies that's running the show today. So you want to talk about mass deportations? Yeah, we'll talk about the millions of illegals out of this country. But the second mass deportation we really need is millions of unelected federal bureaucrats out of the D.C. bureaucracy. That is how you save a country. These aren't black ideas or white ideas. They're American ideals that we fought a revolution to secure in this country. We are in a war to revive them. And right now, more than ever, we need the commander-in-chief who will lead us to victory in that war. And that man is your 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, who we are sending back to the White House. If you want to seal the border, vote Trump. If you want to restore law and order in this country, vote Trump. If you want to grow the economy in this country, vote Trump. If you want to keep us out of World War III in this country, vote Trump. If you want to revive national pride in this country, vote Trump. If you want to revive our national identity in America, vote Trump. And if you want to make America great again, vote Trump. This man will be the one who actually unites our country. We don't have to be this nation in decline that we've become. We're not at the end of the ancient Roman Empire. We don't have to be. We still can be a nation in our ascent, but we're going to have to wake up and make it so. It's not happening automatically. We're counting on you to do it. Nevada, get out there. I got 3 words for you. Vote, vote, vote. Give it to you real straight. I don't like early voting. I don't. I'm not a fan of it. I think in this country we need single-day voting on Election Day as a national holiday with paper ballots, government-issued ID to match the voter file, and English as the only language that appears on a ballot. That's what I think we need in this country. All right? But in order to get there, we got to actually win the election. You have to be able to win by the rules we have in order to change them to what they should be. So this one time, I don't love it, but this one time, do what we need to do to win. Vote early, play by the same rules as the other side. We play to win this time. We're not messing around. We're not going to be victims. We are going to be victorious. That's what our founding fathers did. That's what we're about to do in 2024. You see, 2024 is our 1776. I'll tell you a story. Story about the Democrat-led media that called him a traitor. They called him a dictator. They said that he would be just an embarrassment on the world stage until a man took a gun and put a bullet in his body. And I'm actually talking about Abraham Lincoln. It's actually true. The first Republican president, it was the Democrat-led media that said those things about him 160 years ago, and yet here we are now. I truly believe Donald Trump is the George Washington of our moment. It is our 1776 in this country. They shot at him while he was crossing the Delaware, too. Didn't work with George Washington just like it didn't for Donald Trump. But this is our last chance as a country, especially my generation. I'm 37 years old. I was the youngest, I'm 39 now. I was 37 when I ran for U.S. president as the youngest person ever to run for president as a Republican. And I'll tell you what's going on with our generation, right? We're lost. We're hungry for a cause. We're hungry for purpose and meaning and identity at a time in our history where we've lost the things that used to ground us. All right, so the left will feed us their poison of race, gender, sexuality, and climate. And on November 6th, when we wake up to run to our own vision. Individual, family, nation, and God beats race, gender, sexuality, and climate if we have the courage to stand for our own vision. We're not just running from something, we are running to something. So this year when we deliver, and I'm going to use the L word, deliver a landslide, I hope, God willing, on November 5th. Then we wake up on November 6th to a new country. November 5th is not the destination, it is the start line. It is the start line for the revival of our country. If we don't get this before my kids are in high school, my older son's 4 years old. I was with him this morning before being with President Trump in Phoenix, and then we came here. I'm going to be back with him tonight. If he's in high school before we get this right, I don't think we have a country left. That's the time horizon we're working with. But this is our chance to do it. Donald Trump's going to do his part, I promise you that. Every one of the other people on the stage, they're going to do their part. But I'm now asking you to do yours, to make a sacrifice for our country in our hour of need, just like our founding fathers did. There were 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence. I don't know what happened to them, we don't often ask. 12 of them had their homes ransacked and burned to the ground by the British. 5 of them were captured by the British and tortured until their deaths. 9 of them died in the American Revolution. 3 more of them had their own kids die in the American Revolution. They didn't do it for them. They did it for us, so we could be here 250 years later, enjoying the blessings of liberty in the greatest nation known to the history of mankind. And I refuse to be the generation that squanders it. We've been taught to celebrate our diversity and our differences for so long that we forgot all of the ways we are the same as Americans, bound by that common set of ideals. It is up to us to revive them. So 2024 is our 1776. We're going to fight for it. So we will look our kids in the eye and mean it when we tell them, you get ahead in the United States of America with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication. And that, you know what, you are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream. That is what we are running to. That is what won us the American Revolution. That is what reunited us after the Civil War and World War I and World War II and the Cold War. That is what still gives hope to the free world. And if we can revive that dream over group identity and victimhood and grievance, then nobody in the world, not a nation, not a corporation, not a virus, not China, and certainly not Kamala Harris or Tim Walz is going to defeat us. That is what American exceptionalism is all about, and that is what we will revive to save this great nation. Thank you all and your families. May God bless you and our United States of America. Do not stop fighting, guys. Let's get this done. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Marco Rubio.
Thank you. That guy's electric. Vivek, isn't he electric? That guy's awesome. Huh? Great. All right, it's great to be here in Nevada. Great to be back. Did you guys, how many of you are from Nevada? Most of you, right? Notice I said Nevada, not Nevada. I lived here. I grew up here. When I was 7 years old, we moved here. People said, how'd you guys move all the way over there? I said, simple. They had jobs for people like my parents. And we lived here. There was not, when I lived here, talking about like 1980 through 1985, it was not the kid-friendliest place in America. There wasn't that much to do, to be honest. I mean, there was an ice skating rink in Henderson. When nobody even knew where Henderson was, it was where the ice skating rink was. And I've just seen this place grow so dynamically. And now I got to tell you guys, you're at the center and at the heart of this election. You really are. I truly believe that how this state goes is how this election is going to go. And Vivek mentioned a moment ago, we were just with President Trump in Arizona, and Arizona had a message. They're like, they're going to do their part. Ask Nevada if they're going to do their part to save our country and make it great again. So they want to know if you're going to do your part. And every time that I come here, I'm reminded of my childhood, and I think that's important because I think about my parents for a moment. My parents were immigrants from Cuba. There's Cubans here? All right, be careful of the Cubans. Be careful of the Cubans. My parents were immigrants. They didn't really go to a lot of school in their own country. My dad was nothing more than, he was a bartender at Sam's Town. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to start dating myself. My mom was a maid at the Imperial Palace. That's back when they used to have this thing. That was our family outing. We used to go see this thing called Legends in Concert, which was, so old-timers remember Legends in Concert. It was like a fake Elvis, and it was like either one week it was the fat Elvis, the other week it was the skinny Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, whatever. My point is, that's the jobs they had. And you know what my parents were able to do with those jobs? A bartender and a maid? They owned a home. We didn't get to go to a lot. I mean, we didn't have everything we wanted. We had everything we needed. And the most important thing my parents were able to achieve is they were able to leave all 4 of their children better off than themselves. If there weren't any taxes on tips, the way Donald Trump is going to do, maybe we would have had more than what we wanted. But anyway, my parents achieved the American dream. They were never rich, they were never famous, they never owned more than one home. In fact, they never owned more than one car, primarily because my mom didn't like to drive, but they never owned more than one car. But they lived the American dream. They didn't leave us any money, they left us something even more important, and that is the chance to be anything we wanted to be. And that's possible because I was born a citizen of the greatest nation in the history of all mankind. And it's important to remember that. It's important to say that. You never hear that on the other side. Not enough. When the other side talks about the greatness of America, it always comes with an asterisk. Yeah, we're the greatest country in the world, but... And they'll fill in something we don't do right or something we did wrong 200 years ago or 150 years ago. Guys, I've never claimed that America's history is perfect, by the way. I've only claimed that our history is better than anybody else's history by far. We are a nation of progress and of opportunity, a nation that has changed the world and inspired the people of the world. But it's in trouble. You know it's in trouble. We know it's in trouble. It is a nation whose borders are not secure. We're not secure. This is not immigration. What's happening on our border, that's not immigration. That is mass migration. That is a total breakdown and total chaos, and it's by design. And that needs to stop. That is the choice in this election between a president, Donald J. Trump, who gave us the most secure border in modern history, and Kamala Harris, who as Vice President of the United States was the border czar and has allowed this country to be overrun by millions and millions of people from all over the world. My parents were able to achieve the American dream like so many of you, because when I grew up, bacon didn't cost $150 or whatever the crazy price is now. And that's the choice in this election. Between a man, when he was president, we had an economy where prices were stable, salaries were going up, and people could afford to have a little bit of money left over at the end of the month, against Kamala Harris, who has presided over runaway inflation, an unaffordable economy, a stale and stagnant job market. No matter what they tell you, your paychecks are not keeping pace with prices. They've destroyed our economy and set us back. It's a choice. It's a choice between a president who had us on the road and had us right there at the precipice of complete and total energy independence. We don't have to worry about any other country in the world. We can fuel our economy because God has blessed us with those resources, and we were doing that under Donald Trump. And a vice president who wants to keep us from using our natural resources. and wants to force everyone to have to drive an electric car. And I like the guy who makes a lot of the electric cars, by the way. I'm not anti-electric car. I'm not anti-electric car. I've always called them golf carts, but I'm not against anti-electric car. I'm not banning them. But you can't run a modern economy on electric cars and solar panels. You just can't. You can't do it. And we have an opportunity to generate our own energy, and it's clean and it's American. That's the choice. So what do you do? What do you do if you know you can't run on your record? And Kamala Harris can't run on a record. She was asked the other day, what would you do different than Joe Biden? I can't think of anything. And this was on The View, so it was like in the morning, 8 people were watching, and so she wasn't tired. And she couldn't think of a single thing she would have done different. That tells you everything you need to know. We can't afford another. If we have another 4 years like the last 4 years, you won't recognize your country. You won't. A president, Biden-Harris administration that had us humiliated in Afghanistan. Absolutely humiliated. In fact, it's not a coincidence that after Afghanistan happened, Ukraine happened, October 7th happened, all the stuff China's doing against the Philippines happened, and maybe Taiwan soon enough happened, because they said, this guy's weak, Joe Biden, and America's weak because he's weak, and we can get away with it. That wasn't happening under Donald Trump. Under Donald Trump, the head of the number one terrorist in the world that worked for Iran, Soleimani, he died. ISIS wiped out. No wars were started. Ukraine wasn't invaded. Israel wasn't invaded. The world was safe. And by the way, that guy in North Korea, he stopped launching missiles. That's the strength we need in our country again. That's what this election is about. Saving our country, restoring our country, so your children, your grandchildren can inherit what we inherited, the greatest country in the history of the world. This election is about saving America, and there's only one way to save America. We have to win in Nevada. We have to win that Senate seat with Sam Brown. You got to come out and vote for him. He needs your support as well. And you need to do a huge service to your country. You need to make sure that everyone you know turns out and votes, so that in about, 12 days now, less than 12 days, we will once again have a president, Donald J. Trump, running this country, saving this country, and making it what it belongs, a great country. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you.
Across the land, the midnight hours close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. Whosoever shall be found.
Welcome back. We are having a great time out here tonight. What a lineup of speakers. You just heard from Marco Rubio. Vivek Ramaswamy was fantastic. Danica Patrick had some very powerful words. Now, Tulsi Gabbard is still on the list to come out, so we're excited about hearing from her. And of course, the grand event.
Oh, of course. President Donald J. Trump.
President Donald J. Trump, the champion of our nation, will be taking the stage. It looks like they're preparing for him. He's had a long day, a rally in Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah. And Gianna Carano, I think that's how you say her name. She was one that got canceled from Mandalorian, from the Star Wars show, very popular show. She got canceled, fired from it because she had spoken out on some issue. I think it was had to do with like 2020, the whole situation there. But it would have been really interesting to hear her speak. I don't know if she's still planning on coming out, because that's something that you can look at to, like, you know, what we want to see change. Like, she got canceled and fired. It's only for expressing an opinion. And that's what we're trying to do here, is like allow you to be able to do that, give you the freedom to do that. He kept screaming freedom, 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 talking about how, you know, they're trying to take our freedoms away. It'd be cool to see your perspective and say, if we put the Trump administration back into office, things will change for the better. Maybe we'll see an actual. You all right there?
Yeah, I stepped on my cord. I wanted to get my phone because we got to make sure that we thank our sponsors.
Oh, of course,
And
absolutely.
I want you to finish your thought first.
Well, I was just saying, Gianna Carano, if I'm saying her name incorrectly, I apologize. But it would have been cool to see her perspective on everything going on. Like, to see if the Trump administration gets in, if they'll, like, do something with Hollywood. You know, like, you're not allowed to just fire people because they stated something that has nothing to do with their job.
Yeah.
Because that's terrible, you know? Like, imagine, like, you're just trying to express your beliefs, trying to express how you feel, and then they just fire you. Nothing to do with your job. Nothing to do with the script. Nothing to do with you being a bad employee. Nothing to do with you not getting along with your coworkers. Something completely unrelated, and they just fire.
If it doesn't align with their progressive values, that's something that we've seen a lot of. And a big champion for free speech, one of the biggest, Charlie Kirk, we still haven't heard from him. This, of course, is a turning point event, so we will. We could not bring you this coverage. 12 days left before we have a decision in this election. Hopefully that decision will be for Donald J. Trump. But this coverage is brought to you. One of our sponsors is Birch Gold, and there's a lot at stake this November. But regardless of who wins, the views on the economy has already been lit. Even if we see the conservatives, hopefully, in not just the presidency with Donald J. Trump, our champion, the Senate, and even in the House of Representatives, it's still going to take a little while for our economy to rebound before we can drill, baby, drill, because that's a slow process. So it's not enough right now to continue to count on the economy. You've got to diversify your hard-earned portfolio and hold on to your assets while you can. A great way to do that is by investing in precious metals, and Birch Gold can help you out. At the end of the day, we don't have control over the election's outcome, but you can protect your hard-earned savings before it's too late. Protect your 401k, protect your IRA, and you can do so today by texting the word Trump to 989898. Birch Gold has a panel of experts. They have been doing this for a long time. They're a trusted company, and they're fantastic. You'll also get a free Trump Fight silver coin. These one-of-a-kind coins honor a significant moment in history where President Trump lifted his fist and said, fight, 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 something that this crowd was chanting, something that all of us will be chanting probably for, I'd say, at least the next 10 to 15 years. It's not something that we're going to forget about soon. President Trump is a hero, and Birch Gold has commemorated that moment. Get a free info kit and get your free Trump silver coins by texting Trump to 989898 today. The number is 989898. And this is one of those events. We had a concert here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is known as the entertainment capital of the world, and this rally...
Is it really? I didn't even know that.
It certainly is.
It's not New York, it's not LA, it's Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. I did not know that.
And you know, this is an area that runs on tips, so I know that President Donald J. Trump is going to talk a lot tonight about his no tax on tips. Let's get back to it. Just who you were talking about, Titus.
This is going to be a much different speech than all the ones you've seen. Hi Las Vegas. It's nice to see you again. Hi. You know, a lot of celebrities say, I'm leaving the country if Donald Trump is elected. I will not be leaving the country if someone I don't like is installed in power. I plan on staying here and fighting it out. That's what patriots do. That's what the people who truly love Americans do. And those celebrities who threaten to leave will leave anyway once they've installed a government that seeks to destroy us. 70 years ago, both my grandfathers made their path and built incredible companies, starting from the ground up. One right here in Las Vegas and one in Reno, Nevada. I have two of the best examples of what a truly great leader is. And how important it is. My Papa Jack was quoted saying, lead men by going the extra mile yourself. I'm an actress who got my start professional fighting right here in your mixed martial arts gyms in Las Vegas. I'd rather be being punched in the face than giving a speech right now.